What is going on, my beautiful people, man? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I just got a new freaking gimbal for Christmas. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys got for Christmas, man. I would love to know. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas for one. Let me test out this new gimbal with you guys. Let's go look at my cat. Look, I can turn it around. Basically do that. And we can look at my cat. And I don't know what she's up to right now. She's just chilling here right now. But that's kind of going to be the point of the video. Being able, hold on, let me turn y'all back around. Being able to just let go and enjoy life. So, one of the things I also got for Christmas in my stocking, I don't know if you guys do the stockings, but I'm still trying to get a grasp on this gimbal, man. But one of the things I got is a book called Letting Go. It's The Pathway to Surrender, and it's this book by this doctor. But he's very good at what the freak he talks about. Like, he's very damn good at what he talks about. My cat is right here chilling with us. But I just want to talk a little bit about that with you guys, about being able to let go of certain things that we have and certain things that we're holding on to, and the concept of it all in all. And it just brings you so much light and hope. And firstly, the whole thing about the book, and the reason I want to give this to you guys, is realizing that there is a possibility of getting so close to God that we can be constantly in joy, constantly in hope, constantly in peace, constantly in love. And in the book, that's the concept that he talks about. He basically says that there's this fear of being able to feel certain things, certain levels of, he calls it enlightenment, but of course for us, it's more so of how close we are getting to God. And knowing that, and at the top end of his sphere of the quote unquote, the quote unquote enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, is the peace, the love, and the joy. That is leading towards that, and being able to have that. You can have those feelings, it's even more than a feeling. You can have that in your inner being, and that can literally be how you walk about your day every single day. And it's incredible because it really gives you hope. And he talks about, there's somebody in the book that gave a little preface who was actually one of his students, and they were saying that it's amazing because the doctor that wrote the book is actually somebody that has that peace, that joy, and that love that is constantly, you can even feel it when you're around them. So that is possible for every single one of us. This damn gimbal, I hope it's not going to be super heavy and it's going to be damn annoying, but basically what the book talks about is that we can get to that, and that's possible. And it's kind of like what Jesus is talking with us about, the fact that he has love, he has hope, he has peace, he has joy that is available for every single one of us. But a lot of times we don't know if we can get to that because we don't know if anybody else out there has that or anything like that. But I think even the concept of knowing that it is possible is very powerful. Now, the concept of letting go, all in all, is being able to just feel certain things, but being able to allow us to let it go, in terms of not holding on to certain things that are either bad emotions, and also not allowing ourselves not to feel the good emotions, the positivity. I'm gonna have to keep switching this damn gimbal, man. I'm gonna have to keep switching hands because this thing is pretty damn heavy. Actually, it's so. But one of the most powerful things that I just created literally today that goes along with this letting go technique is our ability to be able to trust God in certain situations, to be able to go into it by being able to let go, but also being able to do our best. Now, here's the acronym that I created with this. It's TATP. So the T is for trust. We got to trust God. We got to know that we trust God. What this basically means is being able to trust God and knowing that we can handle anything. Anything that comes along our way, we're going to be able to handle it. And we have to continue to get closer to God and be strengthened by that to know that we can handle it. Now, that is powerful. Secondly, being able to have acceptance. Being able to have acceptance in terms of we accept the circumstances that we have today. We accept whatever circumstances that may be. Whatever we're dealing with in terms of, let's say we're going into a situation. Let me give you an example. We're going into a situation, and this can be for your daily life, but this can also be for if you're playing a sport and you want to go out there and perform. For me, it's being able to communicate. So let's say you're going into a place and you're not feeling the best. You're feeling kind of tired, or you're feeling I don't know if I'm going to be able to give my best today, and you kind of get yourself a little out of it because of that. I've done that many times before. But being able to accept the circumstances is saying, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to accept this, and I'm going to accept the outcome also. That's another powerful thing. That allows us to be able to let go of feeling I wish I would have got more sleep the night before, or I wish. Also, along with that, it's sometimes we want to be liked. Sometimes we want to be loved. Sometimes we want this or that. And it's so is so taking us out of the moment because we want that stuff so bad that we're attached to that, and then we can't just be there with people, man. And that's why this is so powerful, being able to let this go. Also, with the letting go technique, it's basically being able to get to the bottom, being able to ask yourself one question, which is, what for? When you want that certain thing, when you feel that anxiety, when you feel that stress, whether it's like in the bottom, in the pit of your stomach, you feel that stress and anxiety, you're like, I want this to go perfectly, or I want this to go right. What you're asking yourself is, what for? Why do you want that? A lot of times we realize, I've been doing it myself, it's like, oh, well, I want to be liked, or I want this to go well, I want to make a connection with this person, I want to look good in front of this person, or I want to, whatever it might be. You know, you get to it slowly but surely. That's what we're getting to, and that's what we need to get to the bottom of, so that we can allow ourselves to let that go and put it into God, allowing ourselves to know we don't need that because we already have it from God. Whether that's trying to be loved, whether that's trying to be whatever it might be. My bad, I got a little carried away with that. But whatever it might be, we can allow ourselves to know we can let it go. Let go and let God. So once you accept those feelings and you feel that, you can let go and let God. But also, the next T is to try. It's not bad to try. It's not bad to go out there and at least like try to do our best. Try to make a connection. That's still okay to try to make a connection. It's still okay to try to do that stuff. We can go out there and try our best. And let's say you're playing a sport, you can go out there and you can give your full effort. It's not saying that if you try, that it means that you are not trusting God. No, you can still try. But firstly, it has to come from a place of trusting and acceptance. And that even means trusting and accepting, even if you are in the moment thinking too much about it, you're thinking that you do want acceptance, you're thinking that you do want to make somebody like you or whatever, you have to be able to accept that too. We're not always going to be able to shut that off at all times. But if you can accept that, it allows it to run its course, and it's not going to continue to fester and fester and fester. So that's that. So you can be able to try, even if you're talking with somebody in person, you can try and make a connection, or you can try and make the moment better. You can try and just be there with them and have fun with them. And if you have all these things, when we have all these things, it allows us to be in presence. It allows us, I'm going to continue to talk while I point the camera at my cat right here so y'all can enjoy her. Oops. But it allows us to basically be able to be present because we're like, okay, we trust, we can accept, and we can try. And what I realized for myself is that kind of just lets me fully go off and just have fun. It's like Steph Curry stepping onto the court. He trusts in his abilities. Of course, he's close to God too, but he trusts in his abilities. He accepts the outcome. He accepts his circumstance. Kobe too. Even Kobe did a freaking game with zero freaking sleep. Zero freaking sleep. He accepts the circumstances. He accepts the outcome. And then you go out there and you try your hardest. You give it your all and trust God with the rest. And because of that, that allows you to be present and to be fully there and to give your best. It literally allows you to get into the flow state a lot faster, and it allows it to be a lot better. That's what we're trying to do. So this is something that can allow you to let go. It's a little process that you can remember. Just remember TATP. Remember, you got to have trust with God first, knowing that you can handle anything. You got to accept the circumstances and accept the outcome. And then you got to try your best, serve other people, try your best, doing it through God and for God, and then just having the presence from that. Love you guys very much. Hope you guys are having an amazing one today. Hope you're having an amazing day after Christmas today. Peace.